Lonely girl finds friend. Once upon a time, there was a family who had just moved and lived in the middle of the forest, far from village settlements. There were 3 family members. Alice's parents are always busy and always traveling out of town because of work demands. When her father and mother traveled out of town, Alice became a child who liked to be alone. Alice often went out into the forest to play. She was often alone and often talked to herself, even though in her heart she really wanted to have friends. One day, she went out for a walk, but she realized there was a tree house near her house, and she saw the light from a tree house. Because she was curious, she tried to go into the tree house. After she was in the tree house, she didn't see anyone, but she saw a small house located on the wall of the tree house. Then she peeked and she saw a fairy. The fairy came out and became a human. The fairy said that she would grant Alice's wish. Alice also asked if she wanted to have friends so she wouldn't be alone anymore. The fairy agreed and a handsome boy appeared, who was similar in age with Alice. Alice couldn't believe her eyes as the handsome boy appeared. His smile was warm and inviting, and his eyes sparkled with friendliness. They introduced themselves to each other, and the boy's name turned out to be Finn. Finn explained that he was not an ordinary boy, but rather a magical creation of the fairy who had heard Alice's heartfelt wish for a friend. He had been brought to life to be her companion and playmate. Excited and overjoyed, Alice and Finn spent their days exploring the enchanting forest together. They climbed trees, picked wildflowers, and discovered hidden paths. As months turned into years, their bond grew stronger with each passing day, and they shared their dreams, fears, and stories under the moonlit sky. Alice's loneliness faded away. She no longer felt the need to talk to herself because she had Finn as her constant companion. Meanwhile, Alice's parents, although often away for work, noticed a significant change in their daughter. She no longer seemed isolated and withdrawn. Instead, she was vibrant, happy, and filled with stories of her adventures with Finn. They were relieved to see their daughter thriving in the forest, even though they didn't quite understand the source of her newfound happiness. One evening, as the sun painted the sky with shades of orange and pink, the fairy who had granted Alice's wish reappeared. She wanted to see the transformation of Alice and asked if her wish had been fulfilled. With a wide smile, Alice hugged Finn's hand and said, "Yes, my wish has come true. Hey friend, and I'm never alone anymore." The fairy, pleased with Alice's happiness, bestowed a gift upon the family. She gave them a magical lantern that would light up their way through the forest and ensure they were always safe, even in the darkest of nights. Time passed and Alice continued to grow, and so did her friendship with Finn. Their bond was unbreakable, and they cherished every moment they spent together in the heart of the forest. The treehouse became their sanctuary. One bright morning, Alice and Finn stumbled upon an old book hidden deep within the forest. Its pages were filled with secrets, mysteries, and incantations. Unintentionally, while reading from the book, they were triggered a powerful spell that transported them to a mystical realm they had never seen before. Alice and Finn found themselves caught in a whirlwind of adventure as they made friends with unicorns, talked with ancient trees, and soared through the clouds on the backs of majestic eagles. As they delved deeper into their journey, Alice began to sense that something was missing. She could see that Finn was growing weaker, and he seemed to be fading away bit by bit. The more they delved into the magical realm, the more their existence became uncertain. Finally, after many trials and tribulations, they succeeded in reversing the spell and returned to their beloved forest. But as they stepped out of the treehouse, Alice was horrified to see that Finn was now just a faint, translucent figure. "I'm so sorry, Finn. I never wanted this to happen," said Alice.
"It's not your fault, Alice. I'm just a creation of magic, and I was meant to be a part of that world. Our adventures were incredible, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. Remember me, Alice,"
said Finn. With those words, Finn's form became translucent. and he slowly faded away, leaving Alice with nothing but the memories of their incredible adventures and the painful knowledge that she had made a mistake. She had let her desire for excitement and exploration leads her to lose her dearest friend.